Viewers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. You don't know it's a boy SAE. Bless upon yourself and thank you all for tuning into this one. Some wonderful people. What I really want to share with you guys today is Darren Sammy and Miles Bascombe forcing or forced Kemar Roach to retire from West Indies cricket. Saying that going forward, Kemar Roach is not in their plan, and they had to have a conversation with him that, hey, you're 36 years old now, you should be looking for another career. That's basically what they're saying. They said to the man, but people are gonna fill you in on the details. But before we do so, though, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell to be the first alerted whenever a new video is uploaded. And don't forget to drop a like on the video as well. Some people, um, Darren Sammy and Maz Bashkobi said that this was always on the table to write off Kemar Roach in terms of him going forward towards the 2027 to 2029 World Test cycle. He would have not fit the criteria, but they had a conversation with him. They said out of what he had done for West Indies, that's the reason why they have had a conversation with him. But if it was any other player, they wouldn't even mention him or tell him that they're dropping him. But because of what Roach have done, they feel it was necessary to inform him. So we might not see Roach anymore in West Indies colours. But matter of fact, let's dive right into what they had to say, right? Or he had to say, Miles Bashkobi. Roach not in West Indies plans going forward, says Bashkobi. Wonderful people. West Indies director, or Cricket West Indies director of cricket Miles Bashkobi has revealed that veteran pacer Kemar Roach is not in the West Indies plans for the future. The 36-year-old Barbadian was not included in the 16-man squad to face Australia in a 3-match test series, which bowls off on Wednesday at Kensington Oval in Barbados, Bridgetown, right? Along with regular fast bowler Jaden Seals, Alzari Joseph, Shamar Joseph, selectors opted to go with uncapped 21-year-old Joanne Lane as the fourth seamer in the attack. Roach, 284 wickets in 85 tests matches make him the fifth highest wicket taker for the West Indies in tests. And my people, so a lot of people were speculating on why Darren Sammy and West Indies didn't name Kemar Roach in the West Indies test squad. Now we are getting news that Miles Bashkobi and Stammy decided that they hold a little conversation with Kemar Roach and talk to him and the direction that they want the West Indies cricket to go. I'm going to fill you in later on in the video, but for now I'm just kind of summarizing what to come. And they inform him that right now he's not in the plans for the West Indies going forward. He's 36 years old now, guys, and people are fans. Our West Indies cricket overall believe that he has reached the limit, to cut off now, in terms of representing West Indies. And based on some new plans that he's come to implement, he thinks that Kemar Roach is not fit to include in that plan. So it seems as if they're forcing Kemar Roach to retire from West Indies cricket, right? So he has also played in 95 one-day international, where he has taken 125 wickets. There were reports last year that Roach was in discussion with CWI regarding a potential dual playing and coaching mentorship role as he plans the next stage of his career. However, speaking in a recent interview on QFM Dominica, Bashkobi said while Roach had made a tremendous contribution to West Indies cricket, he believed now was the best time to move on. So as I said, people, basically Miles Bascombe tell us that they are forcing Kemar Roach to leave West Indies cricket or to move on to something else. West Indies cricket cannot accommodate him anymore. He's 36 years old and he is considered old in West Indies people eyes, and based on the plan, Roach is not fit to be a part of the squad. Right? He said he and head coach Darren Sammy had spoken with Roach about their plans to move forward without him. I wonder how that conversation would have played out, guys. A team that you have given your all to, and you were thinking you have about 2 years left in it or one, and all of a sudden a new coach, new everybody come and they come to you personally and say, yo, you know what? Or how they would have approached this, they would have approached it on a professional point of view and say, the team right now is going on a path where we don't see you included in it and we don't see you as a future prospect in this squad. You understand? Maybe that's how they go about it, or they have a different way to go about it, telling a man that they're done with him. You understand, my people? That's basically what they're saying, guys. All right. Kemar has been excellent for West Indies, and we had a conversation with him, and we spoke to him, and we let him know the direction that we wanted to go. It was no slight on what he has done for West Indies cricket, but again, we are planning World Test Championship 2027 and to 2029, and at some point we have to be able to really put down some markers that we have planning for the future, Bascombe said. So he's saying that it's nothing personal, and a man at 36-year-old, guys, they doesn't see him as a future prospect in West Indies test team. He can't perform as how he would have wanted or how he could a couple years ago. So they believe that it's time for West Indies to go their separate path with Kemar Roach, and I'm sure this would have come as no surprise to some, or some as surprise, because new coach, new data-driven situation, selecting West Indies team now. So the machine is selecting West Indies team now, not personal. You understand? They're going off stats and history and average and so forth. And Roach is not fitting that criteria. You understand? It wasn't the easiest of conversation to have, and it's difficult in one breath to tell someone that you're moving on, but in the same breath, try to get them to understand that it's no slight and their contribution to West Indies cricket. But like I said, I just wanted to ensure that we had that conversation out of respect for what he did. So myself, the head coach, we were part of the discussion, but I think that at some point we had to move on, and at the start of a new test championship is as good as a time, he added. You understand? So I'm gonna try to tell you, say, he didn't really reveal what they talk in the conversation, but he's trying to tell you guys that this was long time coming, it's nothing new. You understand? Nothing new, guys, it's just the fact that he was still performing, and it would have looked bad for you to just drop him, but no, new coach come, guys, and new everything take over, and the plans that they have for the future, he doesn't fit in that. And telling somebody that, hey, we're done with you is really difficult, or but he never really revealed what he and Darren Sammy said in the conversation to Kemar Roach, but we all can understand that they decided to force him to hang up his boot in West Indies cricket, because a couple months ago Kemar Roach was planning or put a little plan towards West Indies, in terms of his next step in cricket. He wanted to be a coach, so he wanted to be a coach and play a role in West Indies, but although West Indies allowed that, or allowed him to get his way. So, we might not see Kemar Roach in West Indies cricket, we might hear him retire from cricket soon, but we thank Roach for what he has done, and hope he find peace, and hope he find better prospect out there in terms of career choice. But yes, my people, that's it for now. Bless up on yourself.